Hello, welcome back to Library Management System. In today's session, let's start return books form. As you can see until now, we completed manage students, manage books, issue books, and we completed manage users. Here, you can create a new rule and you can create a new user account and you can manage different permissions. That means you can assign and remove permissions from the users. That is good. Today, let's start return books. And here, first we want to check the issue books form. Here we have ID, issue date, expire date. We have book, student, and description. That is good. In the return books, we have ID, that is good, return date, and here we don't have expire date. We have student, book, and description. Okay, friends, to implement the return books, what we want to do? We want to copy all the code from the issue books. That is good. Let's close the application. Here we have two forms. We have manage return books and we have manage issue books. That is good. In the issue books, we have the complete code and here we have multiple methods. Look at that, and here we have constructor. That is good. There is no need to explain that because I explained everything clearly in the issue books video. There is no problem. And here we have get max id method, we have load book, we have load student. That is good. We have get all records. That is so good. And here we have save action button code. That is good. Let's open that. And here in the first step, what we want to do, we want to get the maximum id from the issue book table. Let's open the from the return book table. Let's open the issue book form. And here we have already that method. Simple, we have get max id. Let's copy that. This can get the maximum id from the issue book table. Let's copy that. And here, let's paste that. And here what we want to do, we want to change first the column name because we want to get the maximum id from the return book. That is good. As you can see in the return book, we have let's open that. We have return id. That is good. Let's change that to return id, simple return id. And here we want to change the book issue to return book, simple. Let's copy name from here, simple. We have tbl book return. That is good. And here we want to set that. That is good. After that, let's open issue book. And here we have constructor code. Let's copy that simple code. Let's copy that. And here inside that constructor, let's paste. Here we don't have issue id. Instead of that, we have return id. Let's check that. There is no problem. txt return id. Let's copy that. And we want to paste here. That is good. Let's run the application to see the result. Let's log in. Then we want to open return books. That is good. As you can see, we got the maximum id from the return table. That is good. So thereafter, what we want to do, we want to get all the students from the student table. Here we have two methods, load book, which can be used to get all the books from MySQL database, and we have load students. Let's copy both of the method, simple. Let's copy from here. Let's copy that. And here we want to paste that. That is good. Let's import that. There is no problem. Okay, friends. Thereafter, what we want to do, and here we call both of the method inside the constructor. Let's copy that code. Simple. we want to copy that code, and here in the return book, let's paste that code simple after the ID, and here we have book and we have student. That is good. Let's run the application to see the result. Let's log in. Let's open return books. As you can see, we got all the students from the student table and we got all the books from the book table. Okay friends, here we have a simple problem because now we loaded all the books from the book table, but what we want to do? We want to load all the books that is already issued to a student. For example, if I select Adam, we want to get all the books that is already issued to Adam, and here we have still all the books, which is problem. If I select, for example, Fatima, we want to select all the books that is already issued to Fatima, and here we have still all the books. Let's fix that issue. Let's close the application, and here let's find load book. Here we have simple query. Instead of that, we have already typed that query. We want to get book ID title from the book issue table, and we want to join book table, and here we want to get all the book based on the student ID. That is good. Let's copy that query, and here instead of that simple query, we want to replace that. So thereafter, as you can see here, we have a parameter which is student ID. Let's bind the value. Simple. Here we have already that method. Let's call that method simple. And here we want to take, for example, hash map key, for example, string type, string and value integer. For example, student map equals, we want to call that method. After that, let's bind the parameter simple. We have here we have okay. Let's copy from here. We want to remove from here, and we want to set here. Okay, that is good. Thereafter, let's bind the parameter ps.set int of 1, and we have symbiosis. We have student map. We have get method, and here we have symbiosis student dot get selected item dot toString. Okay friends, that is good. We bound the parameter. Thereafter, as you can see, we called the loadbook method. Let's remove from here because that method we want to call on the student combo box, and here right click on that. We have event. Let's remove that. Here let's define validation condition simple if symbiosis student dot get selected, we have get selected index, for example, not equals 0. We want to call that method, and here thereafter what we want to do, here we have a simple string value. Let's copy that also. Let's set here. After that, let's clear combo box also. Simple symbiosis book. We have remove all method. We have remove all items. Let's call that. Okay friends, let's save the changes and then run the application to see the result. Let's log in. Let's open return books. As you can see here, we don't have any book. That is good. Let's select a student, for example, Khan. And we have two books, Java and Database. That means these two books issued to Khan. That is good. Let's select, for example, Fatima. We have only one book, which is Database. That is good. Let's select, for example, we have John. And for the John, we issued 2 books, web design and math. That is good. Okay friends, now the form is ready because we got the marks ID from the database. We loaded all the students and here we loaded all the books based on the student. That is good. Let's implement return book operation. Let's close the application. To implement that, let's open issue book form and here we have already that code. Let's find that. Let's copy all the code. Sorry, we want to copy that code from here. Let's copy. Thereafter, let's right click on that and here we want to generate event. Let's paste that code. That is good. So here we have validation. That is good. Let's remove the first condition because in the return book we have only return date. Let's use that simple date time picker return date and here let's write for example return date is required. Thereafter we have book. That is good. We have student. That is okay. After that we have query. Let's write query on MySQL database. Simple. Let's write query here and here we want to for example select return. Here we have return ID, return date, book ID, student ID, user ID and description. So let's write that query here. Simple. Insert into table we have. Let's copy that. Okay. We have return ID. Then we have return date. After that we have book ID. We have student ID. Then we have user ID. Then we have description. Okay. Let's add parameters. Simple. Values. We have return ID, then we have return date. After that book ID, then we have student. After that we have user and then description. Okay, let's copy that query. Instead of that query we want to replace that. Simple. And here we have return ID, return date, book ID, student ID, user ID and description. Let's remove that. Instead of that we want to write txt return ID and here we want to remove that. Instead of that let's use we have return date, date time picker return date. That is good. Thereafter we have student. That is good. Let's remove from here and here we have 3 and we have student. That is good. Thereafter we have 4. We have book. That is good. After that we have first we have book. Let's remove from here and here you want to specify third index and here fourth index. That is good. Thereafter we have user and description. We have user 5 and then we have description. That is good. So after that as you can see here we have update query that can update quantity in the book table. As you can see now we want to return book from the student. Instead of minus let's use add because we want to add quantity back. Okay friends, thereafter here we have message the book is issued. Instead of that let's write returned successfully. That is good. Let's run the application to see the result. Let's log in. Return books. That is good. Let's select for example Khan and here we have Java. Let's return that. As you can see the book is returned successfully. That is good. Let's check data on MySQL database and here Let's select, for example, we have first, we want to select all the data from the book table, and here we have Java. We have quantity which is 100 and quantity available which is 100. That is good. Thereafter, let's select data from the issue book. Let's copy that, and here we want to check the record. That is good. The record is saved on the book return table. That is good. Okay friends, as you can see, today we implemented the return form, and now we are able to return book from a student. That is good. If you have any questions, you can write them in the comment. Please like, subscribe and share my videos. That is enough for today. Have a good day. See you in the next one.